Hey Ryan, my name is Alex, and the reason I'm making this video is because I thought it would be an interesting way to communicate in an indirect way, but also in a much more personal way instead of just leaving a comment. But if you would like me to remove this video, then I will. It's no problem. What I wanted to tell you, and the reason I am making this video, is not just to communicate in a way that is more personal, but it's related to a video that you recently made a day ago. And the title of the video is Real Talk, My Life Has Been Stressful and Hard Here in Uganda. I listened to what you had to say, and you talked about how you used to look young and that you're making a series now, but it's a couple of years old, the events that took place before the pandemic. And you talked about in the video how you used to look younger, and you talked about how love is supposed to be a positive thing, but at the same time that might be the cause of the stress you've been going through the past couple of years, or maybe recently, I'm not sure, and how that has aged you. In a previous video, you talked about depression, and you asked your viewers for input, and there's something about that I wanted to tell you, and that is that, and this was not mentioned by anyone, you mentioned how you feel a morning depression, but then later on maybe more productivity, if I'm remembering correctly. And what no one mentioned is time. I've also gone through rough times myself, and one of the things that really does help is time, letting things process, because even if it might seem like our circumstances aren't changing, because things might seem stagnant, they are. There's still a constant ongoing process going on within us that is changing us. And in time, whether it's depression or anxiety or anything really, with time we as humans constantly think about those problems, those challenges we're facing, and we reach a solution consciously or subconsciously. What I'm saying is, if you or if anyone feels depression, not always, but I think often, giving it time, giving it a year and a half, 6 months, maybe even 2 years, just being kind to yourself and giving it time will alone by itself solve the problem, or at least get you to a point where you are able to actively take steps to solve the problem instead of feeling maybe really down and having no energy. One more thing I wanted to mention in the video, the Real Talk video that you made a day ago, you talked about how you're stuck in Uganda and that you would like to travel, but you can't. Of course, and I guess none of your viewers, maybe I'm wrong, but I guess most of the people watching at least don't know what those circumstances are and what's really going on and what exactly is the thing or the things that are keeping you or holding you back. You mentioned your dogs and money. Maybe those are the two main things. I can't say anything about the dog situation, but one thing I can tell you is that if you need any help with getting some ideas for making enough money to where you're able to travel, for example, or do whatever it is that you want to do, basically just make money, then please reach out to me and I'll do what I can to help you with ideas and information that I know. That's really all I wanted to say. And for anyone watching and for you, Ryan, I hope you have a great day and know that things will get better with the depression, anxiety, with your current situation. Things will get better, I promise.